All right. What's going on, good people from around the world? The locker room is open and live on the scene. Show number 220. Glad everybody could come by and hang out with us during this snowy, wintry, weird kind of day. I don't know what kind of weather we got going on today, but we got a day. Today, we're going to be breaking down a little bit of NFL talk. We're watching the Ravens play kind of right now as they're kind of – that's why always a few more minutes late coming in because we wanted to see if they could score, and they dove to the end zone, Dean, and
he fumbled as it – I mean, like 1 inch. 1 inch
terrible.
From going.
I'm not a –
literally.
I'm not a Chief hater kind of guy.
Let's see how it's going right now. Go ahead.
I'm not a Chief hater at all. Not a Patrick Mahomes hater, and a lot of people are, and that's fine. Because usually when teams win, usually you're going to not have fans, right?
Right.
Well, are the Ravens just playing bad?
Well,
or is the Chiefs just really good?
Well, it seems to now it's taking a trend where the Ravens are playing better, but definitely the first half Chiefs dominated. See, now the Ravens have the ball on the Chiefs 25. So if they score right here, then that meant that touchdown that come out at the
could have put them ahead.
And there's still 6 minutes left.
It seems like they're missing stuff on key timing. It's just like bad timing to drop a ball, or number 95. Oh, Chris Jones.
Oh yeah, he's having a good game.
He is good.
Yeah, he is. He's been the mainstay. I think he pretty much started on their first Super Bowl team.
Yeah. He
may be the only one left.
Yeah, because I remember we talking about right here.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about
Chris Jones. They re-signed him. Of course, Mahomes and Kelsey still there.
Yeah.
But outside of them three,
they're having a good day. And it's a good day to have a good day, right?
I just don't know a lot of their players.
Well, they trade swap around. It's going to be that's the way college is now. So,
and the Ravens, though, we saw you got Patrick Queen starting on defense, played LSU. Roquan Smith from Georgia.
See, I was looking for Humphrey on there. Played at Bama.
Humphrey played for Bama. He was back there some, and there was a defensive lineman. They might have just been those three.
So, but Ravens are hanging around, and they're just blowing it. And it's not that we're against the Chiefs.
I kind of am.
I'm more of a college guy than pro, but we are pulling for the line. I mean, the story. I mean, I'm a 49ers fan, man. Dude, I grew up. I mean, big time as a young guy in the 80s. Of course, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, and everybody knows the story. I mean, those were my guys, that I grew up watching.
Oh, yeah, they were great.
So
I guess you could say the Chiefs were kind of like them. All right, so 17-7, they did not score, must have missed a field goal that went for it on fourth and didn't get it. Chiefs ball, 6 minutes left, 2 scores. I think they'll get it. But would the Chiefs not remind you a little bit of the old 49ers? Just hard to beat.
Yeah.
And the running back for them's great. That Pacheco.
He's had a good day.
Oh, man.
He come out of the play like first time he got the ball, they were in the backfield on him, and he jumps and hops and scoots around and circle button here and jumps 2 guys and takes off like Superman. I just sometimes people are just good. It just looks like it kind of reminds you of the Michigan Bama game. It's just like destined for some teams to just win. And we've seen Bama be that team a lot. We've seen Georgia be that way. That second year they won it. Like they had a lot of mistakes, man. They didn't play, real great, but they just.
Do you believe there's games? You made a good point, and I want to expand on it because somebody else made that point earlier in the year. Do you believe that some games just aren't meant to win?
I don't know if it's just something in the air or the other team prepping maybe a little better. Was they more focused that week at practice?
Well, I just went to a basketball game earlier in the year, and there was a technical called on a team. Nobody really knew what it was over. The team made both their free throws. The team missed a wide open layup late in the game. And there was a secret point that got added to the team that ended up winning it. Maybe the middle of the third quarter, just a mysterious point. You look up, it's 56-40, 51. And you look up and it's 56-52. And you're like, why is it 56-52? The home book said they had 52.
And they're going to go by the home book.
But after at the end of the day, that team won. It was like the other team, no matter what they did, they were not going to win.
Just destined to be.
Destined, yeah.
We'll go in here in a few. We ain't going to be on long. And I'm pulling for the Lions. It's just a heart story of American blue blood. The old guy coached. He played there, and he looks like, one of them. He's a big, tough lineman. And
yeah, he's done a good job there.
So, and it's took him a couple of years to try to do it, but he's doing things that hadn't been done since, since I was very young.
Oh, gosh.
Since the 80s.
They had good teams when Sanders were there, but I don't ever remember them making any noise in the playoffs.
No.
Never. No, I know that this.
No, well, look who they had to play. You had the Bears. That was the team that was running the league in my time. In the NFC, the Bears and the Giants, the Redskins, and of course the 49ers, but AFC was back then it was probably the Colts and the Bills and the Broncos because John Elway was at Denver.
And I will say this, there's not a team on there now that Detroit's done well this year that hasn't had a good year. Every one of those teams up there, since I've been watching football for 40 plus years, has had a very
Detroit.
Good team. Detroit was the only one, and now they've had one.
Oh, it's been a long time.
So they were the only ones.
It's been a long time.
They're the only team up there that hadn't been.
And there's good football up there.
Yeah,
that area, dude. We're talking about. Michigan just won a national championship, so we know there's good football up there.
Yes, definitely.
So we're going to key in on that. Let's run through the local stuff again. Thank y'all guys for stopping by the locker room, hanging out. Show number 220. By the way, I'm Big Matt, co-host of the Most, Diamond Dean. And every week we come on here on Sunday nights, and about 6 is our normal time. And just break down some local stuff. During football season, we get a little more in depth with local. We'll have other coaches on, other guys from media sources. And that's just kind of what we do. And we're live on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. And we're saying that with other media sources. Please, if you know Big Reggie, then you knew a great guy. Big heart was bigger than he was. Super nice. I worked with him on doing stuff. And me and him and Bo, I helped them do some of their like their Thursday night, shows. They'd go on and talk about high school football. And eat dinner with a guy, been in the car with him, went to see 5 basketball, win state championships with him. And I just never had nothing. He just never had a whole lot of stuff to say about anybody, really.
No, he was a good guy. He liked what he did too. So
it's going to be a big, huge miss for the county and the whole area. I mean,
I just hate it. I like seeing his Facebook post. I mean, I'll miss him. I really will.
I hate him getting sick like that. And just complications. We don't know. I'm not a doctor. Started maybe with pneumonia or something, and just led to other things. And bless his heart, man, and his family
ended up getting some septicemia.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't know, man. It snowballed pretty quick. So pray for his family. And if you don't know who we're talking about, he was a media guy from the area around here, and he loved the kids. And he was big time on getting exposure to the kids and why we do what we do. He'd been doing it before we have.
Oh, yeah. Knew a lot about high school.
Big Gadsden City.
Yeah.
Loved the marching band at Gadsden City. He put them on and let everybody know who they was and follow them and give them lots of exposure. And just kids from all over, man. He loved doing pictures. And most of the time, these guys did this for free for a long time.
He's being mourned in a lot of places.
Yeah, his spot on the earth will be missed.
Yeah, he was a good guy. I like Reggie.
So we hate it, man.
I just shocked by it, actually.
Very shocked. So Average Joe Sports Talk, shout out to you guys. We love you guys. And if there's something old big man Diamond Dean can never do to pitch in somewhere or whatever we can do to help, because we know Reggie would return the favor the same way.
Yeah. Reggie's been here.
Yeah, he's been here.
He's been here
2 or 3 times. Come out and we'd talk football. And Show 100, he was here.
Yeah, he was. They sat right there on the couch.
So
rest in peace, baby.
Yes, sir. So on from the bad news to good news here. Local basketball, Sandrock girls, they're 20-7 right now. They're 6-0 in 2 area 12. They're
20-7.
They won 67-22 over Coosa Christian. I think they'll play Sylvania next. The boys will be had canceled the game at Cedar Bluff tomorrow. I just read that. So if you're watching,
I saw that.
Let me post this on the side notes page.
I saw that.
Let me do that right now. Let me do that now, because we have a lot of people watch on the side notes page, and they did cancel the game tomorrow. So I don't know how they're going to make it up, or if they will, or when, or we're just reporting what Coach Bates had shared. So we're just sharing that news.
I didn't know they won 20. I thought they could. Definitely. They got a good team.
Yeah, she does a good job with them. And Coach Trapp with the boys, his first year, and we've bragged on them already, county tournament. They did not win, but teams cannot win. And if you're a sports lover, you understand what I'm about to say. Teams cannot win, and you can still have a smile and go, wow, they're good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If you can't see a team's good, just not from the scoreboard, they're going to be fine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're young. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I know somebody was telling me their team went 3-24 one year, and then the next year they had everybody back and they were 18-9, and the next year I think they won the state championship.
Yes.
So
it's a process, and he's done a good. Just be patient. And I know this world's not patient anymore.
No, you got to be.
Galesville boys 12-16 right now. We've heard some stats or talk about winning the most games up there for basketball for them. So we think it's around 14. Around my graduating year, I was graduating from Cedar Bluff.
We don't know.
We think it's about 14. So, but they're very well intact to be able to tie that up or eclipse it.
Well, what we do know it's 14 for 96. What we don't know is in between there. We're not 100%.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Sure.
I don't know if
somebody around there could have slipped in there. I don't know. If you do know, please tell me.
Yeah, the 2000 classes when the Stansel boys played. Or, some of them, because all the talent, Chris and all them, they were all around our class.
Well, and Bobby played up there for half a year.
97
or 98.
Year after. Was it before or after?
That was after Brent and all them.
Was after I graduated?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been like 97.
He was up there averaging about 30 points a game.
He was. He come to Cedar Bluff and scored 55.
So they could have won 10 or 11. I don't know. But either way, it's Galesville 12-16, best record in a long time.
Now, see, they have on the Max Prep had them playing Cedar Bluff tomorrow. Galesville.
But
so I don't. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe
but they're not, right?
Well, they're supposed to play at Sandrock, but I'm saying Gales will be at they may be the ones going to be at Cedar Bluff tomorrow. So Gales the girls did lose to Coosa Christian, and they're supposed to play Cedar Bluff tomorrow. Now the boys did beat Coosa Christian. Galesville did 50-49.
50 last second shot. Dobbins.
By Dobbins. He hit one in the county tournament. They sent him to
he got a good little 3 in the corner.
Yeah. It sent him to the championship game.
Yeah, that's big. And he hit this one like at the buzzer, I'm assuming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Cherokee County girls 4A Region 10. They are 6-0 right now in region. They had got a good win against the Jacksonville girls by 10, 59-49. They will be at Hoax Bluff tomorrow. So don't drive out to the stadium tomorrow to see Cherokee County boys and girls like I did, like a knucklehead, and pulled up in the parking lot and nearly looked around and thought, well, maybe I'm really early. And kind of walked toward the door up front of the gym. And I was like, they're not here, you idiot. They're not here. So they will be at Hoax Bluff. Now, the boys, they lost 71-37 to Jacksonville. They will also, like I said, be at Hoax Bluff. I think they're going to finish off the year, play Alexandria. Then they'll be at Piedmont February the 5th. Looks like when things will be wrapping up. Me and Dean went and checked out Cedar Bluff the other day, went through over there, our hometown, holler at some people. And the girls, 5-2 in 1A Region 12, they will play Gills tomorrow is what it shows. They did lose to the Spring Gun girls at 9 as we had showed up. Play scrappy with them for a little while.
Yeah, they've won 17 games. I had no idea they've won 17 ball games.
Played scrappy with them there for a while. But the Spring Garden girls are really, really good. And they're
yeah. I'd say they've won 20.
Yeah.
How many games have they lost? 2 or 1? I'd say they've won 25 or 26 this year.
Looking.
And their boys have won 20.
Yeah.
So Coach Hatch with 19 wins last year and 20 this year.
Yeah. Let's see here. Well, come on, work. Okay. It says.
Are you looking up
Spring
girls'
Garden.
record?
25-1, 8-0 in region.
Okay. Somebody told me they'd lost 2, and they can't ever tell me who the second one is, so I didn't know.
I didn't think so. I
didn't think so either.
Jeff, what's up? What's up, Kevin? They did lose to
that team from Cleveland.
69-47. That's the only one they've lost. Yeah. And like we said, they had beat Cedar Bluff the other day, and looks like they got. I think they're supposed to play Oxford this week.
Yes, I did see that. I think
tomorrow, Tuesday.
Tuesday. Brian Cloudis told me that.
Yeah, they'll play Oxford.
Trine, too. Now, the boys play Trine, which is one of their 3 losses, and it was close.
Yeah.
So that may be a good game.
I wanted to see the score of that game because I had some other. I didn't write down that score, and I meant to write it down.
A guy I worked with that told me that was about a 4-point ball game. Oh, speaking of
69-48 was the score of that Trine game, but looks like they'll play tomorrow. Shows there will be at Saks. That's Spring Garden boys, and looks like they'll finish off regular. I wrote down they'll be at Donahoe, Spring Garden boys. So, 20-4. They're also 8-0 in the region. So,
hey, 20-4. They 17-10. Matt, 2:24 left. The Ravens will get the ball back with a chance to tie, but they won't have long because Kansas City's got the ball. And I think Kansas City can probably get a few first downs, don't you?
I've kind of give up on them. I don't know.
17-10 right now, though. So.
It's just not your day. And when it's just not your day, it's just not your day.
No, I mean, stretching out. How far was it? He was literally from me to this coat.
The 1 yard line.
From this thing.
A ball hit on the 1.
He was in. We thought he scored. And Matt said, no, he fumbled that. I'm like, no way.
Greg Jarrett, what is up, man? Love to see you on here. I hope you're doing good. 25-1 girls, yes. Jeff says, Baltimore within 7. What's up, Kevin? And, I love that pass that Lamar had through it and caught it himself.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody else going to play.
13 yards.
they can't get out of their own way today. You're right, Kevin.
No, they've had a tough day, and they may still end up going into overtime. I'll check it again in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That Kevin Rawson.
Yeah.
How you doing, Kevin? Good to see you. So 3 teams in the county with 20 wins. That'd be Sandrock's girls and Spring Gardens girls and Sandrock boys. I mean, Spring Garden boys. And with Cedar Bluffs girls have a chance to get 20. And I don't know. I know they've won 20 before. They went to the Final Four one year.
Yep.
And it's a good season for them.
Yeah. They'll get it all figured out.
They have a lot coming back.
Yeah, y'all just be patient with your coaches. Remember, if you don't like the job they're doing, go to college for 4 years and get in debt and go work for free.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much they make?
I think it works out to about $50 a day.
About $1,000 for a year. So in basketball, I'm sure it ain't as much as football.
No, probably not, because you practice. The thing about basketball, obviously you practice more for football, but basketball practice gets long. I mean, you just get to the point to where, can we just play every day? And a lot of teams play, but I think it was Coach Ricky Austin said you are not allowed to have more than, you can't go over 37.
Oh, okay.
You got to set up your schedule to where if you win the state championship, you will not play more than 37 ball games. It might not have been Ricky Austin that told me that, but somebody did. So, but he usually does that. I mean, he usually plays. I think they went 36-1 last year. So
that'll be about the record now this year too. I'm on the same.
Well, I would assume so. I don't know how they match up with Oxford, which they lost to them one year, but they beat them the second time. We went to that.
Yes.
And they were up on them bad.
Yeah.
And Oxford came back. But I think Spring Garden still ended up beating them pretty good.
Well, as we creep into the end of the month now, we're seeing baseball and softball practice.
Yeah.
It's going to be that time. And I bring that up to say I was asked about how our media day would work for baseball, softball. I don't know yet. Last year we did it at the county tournament.
Yeah.
It worked out good. We just got them as they come off the field in the gym.
It worked out pretty good.
The county tournament this year was told to me that it was going to be, it's at Spring Garden.
Yeah.
So what we'd have to do would be over there for a night or two and do it as they come off the field and catch them, bring them probably they could come in the old gym. It wouldn't be a big deal. And I'll just do like I did before. We could do it anywhere because I do it with my phone and the tripod. That's what I did last year. I recorded it, edited it a little bit, and then put it on YouTube the next day or two. That's how we did it last year.
It worked good last year, but and it worked great. And we had one team left, and there was about a 7-hour gap.
But we were close to here. It was in center. So I could come home. He'd go home.
Yeah, we went home for a while.
Yeah.
And I think a game went into extra innings.
Yeah, it did.
And they decided to take a break, but then decided not to or something and went right into the next game.
Yeah. So, and, because schedules overlap, and I'll talk to the coaches about it, because you can't if I can't get all the kids there, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And some of that's going to overlap because a lot of boys or girls will be playing basketball when others are getting ready for baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And if they're preparing, some's getting prepared for that and others are still playing, I can't get open dates because a lot of these teams are still playing, especially if they play on Saturdays.
There'll be a game in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah. Baseball and softball is going to be, I don't really miss it, man. Oh, God, it's so cold.
2 or 3 weeks, I would think.
We've got to change these dates. We got to, and we talked about it. I talked about it from Coach Tabbett and Coach Kenny and all them. We would kick around that in the dirt. It's just cold.
Well,
man, it's cold this time. Well, you don't play baseball.
And I'm not.
Gosh.
And no state does it. But I like the way, and I know everybody knows I like the state of Kentucky, but I like the way they do it. You can start practice, but there are no baseball games until that state championship in basketball is over. There's no basketball games until them state championship games in football is over.
And then just cut it across the board so it's that way for everybody.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I guess you just could practice as much as you wanted to.
You can practice as much as you want to. The only problem with that is, and I ain't heard nobody complain about it, some of the seniors have to play baseball for 2 more weeks after they graduate. Which, if they're going that deep in the playoffs, I don't think they're regretting it that much.
They're probably going to college and going to play anyway.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's hit this video, Dean. I want you to check this out. Audience members, please feel free to touch just the 27th thing here and just give us your feedback on it and get us. We're going to go into college basketball and we'll get us some Bama players and we'll get off here and get done. All right.
Hold up. We got breaking news. Chiefs won 17-10.
Ball game, 17-10. I had 21. I think I wrote down 21-20 Ravens. So I was wrong.
I don't want to see the Ravens go.
Next game will be in just a little bit. So let me hit this button here and you tell me what you think. All right, hang on.
I like it.
Yeah, a little different.
That's good.
Had a little basketball in there to it.
Yeah.
Put our names up there, Big Matt and Diamond Dean.
I like
not our pictures.
I like the name.
Yeah. So thank you guys for coming around hanging out with us. We'll dig into some college basketball. Dean,
get in these hoops. Go ahead.
Bama played pretty good.
Wow. I think it's called Shane Dodd went.
Bama did play. That may be Red was there.
That's the most points they've scored in years. They scored 109.
They're on track to do something very special this year, but they're live by the three, so we know what that means later in the season.
They could be missing.
You could die by the three.
109 points. Wow. And Shane Dodd really did go. I saw that on Facebook. I don't know of them ever scoring that much.
Well, they didn't really take off till after the half. I mean, LSU was playing them up to halftime. It was within 2 or 3 or 4 sometimes. I mean, Let
me see how many threes they hit.
They had a good run at it. Kentucky, they got by in their game, and who did I watch?
Yeah, I'll go with
Tennessee.
Tennessee won pretty good. Quickly, Matt, we want top 10. UConn won 99-56 over Xavier. Purdue 68-60. North Carolina beat Florida State 75-68. Houston won 72-54. Tennessee beat Vandy 75-62. Dalton Connect, the new player from Northern Iowa, 32 points. Kentucky came back and beat Arkansas 63-57. So those 6, I wouldn't see any reason for those to change at all, would you?
Probably the bigger matchup, just their 2 ranked teams playing, Iowa State and Kansas.
And Kansas got beat?
They got beat.
Yeah.
79-75.
79-75. Auburn lost 2 this week.
And, man, I don't want to hear – let's see. What did
64-58.
The
they're going to drop out. They'll drop out.
Dickey, the Dickinson kid at Kansas, he had 20. He had 20.
I don't think they'll drop out, though.
No.
But I think Auburn will with 2 losses. Now,
Terrell King from Lexington, Kentucky. Guess who the leading scorer is on Iowa State? He's from Kentucky. How do you get out of state? I mean, I know Kentucky can't get they can't get everybody.
Right. Well, they get all those big name kids.
They should have got him. It looked like he's a pretty good ball player.
Yeah. Arizona won, number 9. They beat Oregon 87-78. Illinois beat Maryland 70-62.
Wasn't surprised on that.
Duke beat Clemson 75-74. Clemson's coach said it was on a phantom call.
Yeah, Clemson played them better than I thought they would.
But I think Duke's going to move in the top 10. I think Auburn's going to drop out. Auburn's got to drop out. They lost 2 ball games.
Well, number 11, Oklahoma fell to Texas Tech 85-84. What a game that was. So 11, Oklahoma going on down further. That's going to open the top 10 up to get some teams up and some teams be coming out.
I would expect Alabama to jump in the top 25 this week.
Yeah, I would think so.
With a win over Auburn and 109 points in another game.
Arizona beat Oregon.
And I expect South Carolina to get in the top 25.
No, I ain't seen them play yet. I got to catch them.
See, they beat Kentucky. Kentucky may drop a little bit, guys, because they did lose the other day. So I'm thinking Arizona may move to 6. Kentucky and Kansas may be 8 and 9. Illinois may move to 7. Kentucky and Kansas 8 and 9. Duke 10. Same ones. I mean, it is. I mean, if you had to do this top 10, how many times over the last 30 years would it be UConn, North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas, Arizona?
Kind of the same stuff.
Same stuff.
Just different day.
Dude, nobody. Tennessee now. Tennessee's not ranked in the top 5. Much.
Not usually.
They're not going anywhere. They're good. But if the tournament started today, UConn, Purdue, North Carolina, and Houston would be your number 1 seeds. So I think UConn will be the number 1 overall. They won about 43 today. Right?
That's surprising.
43?
That's a lot to win by in a college game.
But Alabama and South Carolina coming along looking good.
Yes.
And I ain't heard much out of Gonzaga this year.
I hadn't seen
I'm sure they're ranked. But
ESPN ain't chatting them up really.
No. I hadn't heard much out of them or Texas or Miami. Miami. Oh, that Florida Atlantic's good again. Remember the ones that went to the semis last year?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's from Boca Raton.
Yes.
Yeah, they're good again.
Thank you for saying that.
But they're not ranked.
Burning my ears.
Oh, now you said something about some NBA stuff earlier.
Well, I just noticed, just dabbling and running through the news that I seen the Lakers had went to 2 overtimes with the Golden State, and LeBron hit some key shots. I didn't go deep in the article because I really not a. We don't really have a lot of fans on here to watch NBA, so we don't really cover it.
Well, I know Embiid scored 70 this week.
I've seen that.
Karl Anthony Towns scored 62.
I like old cat now.
Your team's doing great.
Celtics, baby, we're getting her done.
Milwaukee's doing great, but they still keep them from firing their coach.
Makes no sense.
I have no idea. Something about defensive scheme.
Yeah, so the Bucks get rid of their coach.
So Big Doc's their coach again.
Yeah. I thought he's retired like 3 times.
I heard.
I didn't know he's even like. How does he even? It's be like Nick Saban. Nick Saban shows up. He's coaching Texas Tech. Why?
I heard rumor mill that they wasn't crazy about this new guy, and some of the players, especially Giannis, wanted Rivers.
Well, who don't? I mean, he's great, but
a lot of people don't like it. They don't think he's a winner. I think he's a winner.
He's a fantastic coach. I don't agree with a lot of his personal thoughts, but I mean, I know there's a lot of people I probably don't agree with, and that's okay. That's why the world's round, not square.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just kind of shocked me seeing him. Like, I didn't even know he would be on a list. It'd been like,
was he helping there? Wasn't he an analyst there or something?
I don't know. Because it'd be like Stoops getting hired at Tennessee's new football coach. Heupel's gone. Bob Stoops is in.
30-13.
Now, no, Stoops is he's coaching the UFL. And XFL and USFL has combined, and it's UFL now. You know that, right? Yeah, The Rock.
Yes.
The Rock had been a big, and he's also been, he's on the chair of the director's board for TKO Wrestling. So The Rock is doing what he does, laying a smack down on business and marketing. But anyway, Doc, I don't know. I was just surprised.
It's just weird. I don't know. We're halfway through the season there.
He's sitting around the couch like, of course, he's got his freeze-dried Skittles is what these are, by the way. And they are great. Dude, if you ain't had these freeze-dried Skittles, he's just sitting around eating his freeze-dried Skittles and just tell his wife, you know what, Doc, you kind of getting on my nerves around here. Why don't you find something to do? And he's like, woman, I'll go get another job. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm just surprised.
Well, it's weird to me that he's some kind of analyst or helped or something in some way. And within 43 games, he's their coach.
How long has he been doing this?
Oh, gosh.
40 years?
Time. A lot of people was making fun of it on that. He sucks. He's terrible. What a waste.
I don't know about that. Man.
He only won it because he had good players. Well, duh. Who hadn't?
Yeah, Saban won it with a trash bunch.
Saban won it with a bunch of 1-stars.
The good players come play with good coaches.
They're on him because he didn't win it in Philly, which, I mean, he had Embiid.
Yeah, well, they run into a buzzsaw too. I mean, you can't. NBA, well, I'm going to say winning is hard. Let's just say
It's
that.
hard to win it. I don't see.
I mean, it's hard to win games, period. If you really played the game and people are watching, I'm sure a lot of you people played some kind of organized. It's hard to win, much less make runs and years of winning.
I don't see how they can get on a coach for not winning a title in a pro sport.
It's tough, man.
I mean, maybe even college. Come on. You don't
Yeah,
get on.
college
You
is
ain't
tough.
winning it. Well, there's 132 teams out there. It's not like there's 9 of us.
It's tough. It's tough to win. Let me go back over
And
here.
trust me, and Jeff Anderson knows this. It won't be long before Dave's going to be on the big time hot seat for not winning a title.
Wait a minute. Breaking news here. Greetings from Emory Hospital. Jeff, you got to go home, man. We need to come break you out. We need to come break Jeff out.
Poor old Ravens. Jeez, John
We're
Harbaugh.
coming to get you, Jeff. We're on the way right now, buddy. Get your drawers on and your gown off and a wheelchair battery hot and ready. We're coming to get him. We're breaking him out. But that's some basketball, college news, and we do a little bit, and we'll start doing more as we get later into March, and then later into February, and into March we'll definitely be digging off because pro football is going to be over in 2 or 3 weeks.
2 weeks from today.
The Super Bowl's the
I think they
11th.
got the Pro Bowl or whatever.
That's fun this year. I'm definitely going to watch that.
Oh, they're doing it different.
Yeah.
No tackling, right?
No.
It's
They
a
haven't done
flag
that in a while, but they're doing some like skills challenge stuff, and it looks like it'll be fun. They've got out of the tackling. You might as well. They might as well put dresses on them and.
Yeah, they're not going to. They don't need to, probably.
No.
I mean, who's going to go to the Pro Bowl and play with a bunch of people they don't know play hard?
No. And for everybody watching too, sponsor stuff wise, I just come into my head. Warrior Gym, if you're looking for a membership, holler at Jim, Jim, not Jim, but John. No, not them.
Oh, that's all.
Holler at John over here at the gym, and you can go by and just scan the door. Warrior Gym over here in town, 256-266-4333. iHeartRadio and Spotify people is glad to have them back. iHeartRadio and Applecast we'd lost connection with our account. I wonder why our account had been down on our podcast. It's usually about 20 a week.
Yeah.
Well, it'd been like 7, 8, 9 for about a month. Since Christmas. And I thought before, and I was like, well, it's just a time of year. Well, I go in there to check it out, and our Applecast and iHeartRadio has signed us out. So I had to relog all our stuff back in. It took me about 2 hours to do all that in here. Because I got one. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do one without fixing them both. I'm going to do it right.
Right.
So iHeartRadio people, we're glad you're listening. Because when I posted the next show, it's back up 20.
Oh,
But anyway, so shout out to them and our new sign up here, Locker Room Sports Talk. Thank you to the wife, Sylvia. If you want to need some vinyl work done or shirts made, she did this one.
She's good at it.
Yeah.
She is.
We'll get Dana. We'll get him a pullover. I just grabbed this one quick and throwed it on there. And holler at her. You can find her on Facebook, local stuff, and do some shirts and about anything.
Oh, she's very good at it.
College basketball stuff. We'll get in that more as the season goes on. But
wow, that's just our top 10.
Who right now? Who do you like? Is there? It's not.
You talking about in the next game?
Who's the 16 team? Is it just going to be kind of these top 16? 16.
Like
a Sweet 16. Who are we liking to plunge into that?
I think Purdue.
Locked. Purdue's locked.
Definitely. UConn. I think Tennessee's a lock.
Okay.
And outside of that, I don't know. North Carolina.
Duke. No, yet. And it's still
Kentucky could get upset. What I mean by that is they're the only 4 I do not think is going to get upset.
We need about 3 or 4 weeks to have better locks.
Yeah. Kansas is probably – has Kansas ever not made the Sweet 16?
I don't know. Probably not. They probably make it every year. Now you have teams like Wichita State and Marquette.
Yes.
It comes in and out.
What if and you never can tell. I don't know about Auburn. Auburn may turn it back on.
Is it Marquette or Marquette?
Marquette.
Gotcha.
Oh, they're good this year. They're ranked.
Okay. So
but they're not. They're not in the top.
They spoiled. They ruined. I was doing pretty good in our pick 'em. We do March Madness pick 'em. Find us.
Oh, I think
I'll have one this year too. And we'll throw a group together and I'll put it on page, and we usually have, 10 or 15 people play in it with us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's fun. I try to give them a shirt or something, just for something for a prize. And McElway, I still owe him.
Oh, yeah.
I need to give him, and he just don't. He don't do it for that reason. He just likes to have fun. Like
Yeah, he does. He's a good guy.
Yeah. So I need to get him a shirt.
Well, last year, the people are going to start going away from the brackets because everybody's guessing them so wrong.
They ruined their bracket.
Yeah.
We did a whole show on ruined brackets. I just started the show off with a toilet flush. It's terrible.
Well, it's bad when you've only got 4 gimmies for the Sweet 16.
Well, it's still
January. I only got 4.
We want to get Diamond Dean list on it, though. Get your thoughts on it. It's still early.
And it's just UConn because they won it last year.
It is early.
And that'll be your number 1 seeds, but I think Houston could go down. I think Houston could get beat.
I had them.
They're good.
A lot of people had them playing for it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. North Carolina seems like they're on a mission.
Okay.
So let me ask one question about North Carolina. So they went to the finals a year before last. And then they didn't do good last year, so their coach sucks. But now they're good again. Same coach for all 3 teams. So what's the truth?
You got young men to try to control or play any kind of organized stuff, and they got girls and homework, and man, they be thinking about Taco Bell out there on the court. You know what I mean?
Things didn't work out for them last year.
Right this year, these past couple of years, you've been coaching 12, 13-year-olds. They be thinking about basketball and just look and see something on the wall and think grasshopper. It's impossible to coach, and the younger they are, the harder it is.
It's impossible to predict.
You know what they think. You know what they're going to do.
Well, I just know that he was pretty good the year before, but they's like, they've just hit. He's got good players. And then last year, no, he's terrible. But now they're number 3 again.
Yeah, it can't be both. Like Dabo, they do that with him.
Yeah. It's got to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about, you mentioned this to me earlier, Harbaugh, Chargers' new coach? I thought he was a good pro coach. I think it fits more of his style, but will he do good at San Diego? Got a good quarterback.
It's a little different now than when he was coaching, when he had Kaepernick.
Yeah.
The game's changed. I do think he'll be good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about putting that staff together.
Right.
And obviously
he seems to do pretty good.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
He got a defense coordinator from his brother from the Ravens. That's why they lost tonight, because they were coaching Michigan. The Coach Metzer, which I'm sure he's going to go with him to L.A. It's being where it's at and in the town. You got to think about money. Got to think about where he was. He was in San Francisco. Now it's L.A.
Yes.
Now the difference in San Francisco and L.A., there's a difference.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, San Francisco's a big town, but it's not Los Angeles.
It's the Bay Area, and it's a different kind of people, and it's different expectancy. Now, L.A., and they're the Chargers, which had always been the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
Los Angeles Raiders.
Los Angeles Raiders and Rams.
So, yes. So now.
But Raiders in the AFC, yeah.
Here's the question back to you then. Without trying to be into politics, I'll do that on my podcast. If you like listening to news and stuff, find my the Big Matt podcast channel. I don't like doing it on here because people tune in here to see sports and not talk about that. That's why we do this, because I don't want to hear about that crap.
Right.
Will LA spend the money, what I'm saying, to give him a chance to win? Will they?
I think so. I think, but I tell you what, now they get rid of those pro coaches like it's a going to the bathroom. I mean, they fire them left and right. They fired the Falcons coach. Their fans aren't happy with who they hired. McCarthy did stay at Dallas. They went to bat for him, the players. I thought that was interesting. And they told Jerry Jones that they didn't want to get rid of him or Prescott.
They're in the AFC West.
Who's the Chargers over there with?
The Chiefs.
Oh, Lord.
They're done.
Yeah, they could finish second in that.
Could win the South.
Yeah, they could get a wild card spot.
The North and South. I mean, they're going to wind up playing the Bengals and the Ravens.
Somebody's going to have to knock Kansas City out of that conference at some point.
Derrick Henry supposedly the Dolphins, but
really,
yeah, supposedly, you know how rumors are. If he can win, 12 games or so every year and be competitive and get into the playoffs and get in there 13 games or so, be a wild card team. I'm just curious about the area. Does that area? This ain't San Francisco.
Yeah,
it's that I've been out there 3 or 4 times, and I hadn't been down in
Just
LA,
a different world.
but I've been around LA. I've been down into more San Francisco and San Diego. It's just different, man. And LA it's a big city. There's a lot of stuff going on,
Right.
and you're just not. What I'm getting to, because we need to get off and watch the game. What I'm getting to is,
the big game.
you're not the only show in town in LA.
Oh no, definitely not.
Because we know who the king is of LA. People say, not me. LeBron he runs the show out there.
Yeah.
He's the star of the Lakers.
Yeah.
Kobe's the king of LA, alive or dead. He's one of the best Lakers for me. Him and Magic are but anyway, I don't want to get into that. But so will LA spend the money to help Jim be successful? I guess time will tell.
Well, he needs to hold on to Herbert because I think
Herbert's
he's good.
Yeah.
I think he's good. And I think that'll be his first order of business. Well, first order of business to be able to put it together.
Secure your staff.
Good staff.
And he likes to play defense.
Uh-huh.
And he's into that. And when he was in San Francisco, they had Kaepernick and Cap was good. And
Cap
Jim
did good when he was there.
Did good with him.
See,
but that's when Bosa. No, didn't they Paul play that 49ers team that first year he went? Wasn't that something?
They were loaded.
That was like their first years into the pros, wasn't it?
Maybe. So, yes.
I remember
Nick.
nobody was.
Yeah.
Nobody scoring on them, man.
Well, there's a narrative out there that Colin Kaepernick wasn't ever good. That's not true.
No, it's not true.
He had kind of lost his touch there right when all his drama started. But no, I thought he was very good.
Yeah, Cap was good. I don't know. He kind of seemed like Cam to me. I think he got hurt. Something happened.
Yeah. Yeah, they nearly won. And the
story didn't get out.
He seemed to be more focused on other things.
Politics.
He did. I mean, let's just face it, he did.
Well, that was his choice of girlfriend.
Yeah.
And her choice of her religious background has her ideologies are a little different than most people around here.
Right.
Or most people in the Southeast in general.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And that changed how he was. And he just would rather have been a martyr. And that's fine, man. We need martyrs and people to stand up and speak for people and human rights. We definitely need those kind of people. And if that's what he wants to do, which is what he's done, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But he was a decent player.
Absolutely was a good player. We watched play at Nevada, man. He could play.
But I don't want to hear that he's making a comeback. That's been a long time.
That, man. Cam Newton had something he said to some, who was it? Some team said, who was it? Oh, never remember. Maybe it was the Bears that said something about trading Fields off. I'm available. No, Cam, you're not. Stop.
I don't think they need to trade Fields off.
No, I don't know. They're just impatient. People are just impatient. They'll chill out.
They're wanting Fields to come to the Falcons.
Yeah, well, I think he's a good quarterback.
There was one more thing I was going to tell you. Oh, that's weird. You said that 12 wins. That's what his average was in the NFL. Was 12 wins a year for Harbaugh. 12-5, which is.
I think I read that when I was seeing some exiting stuff, and we'll get into college. And speaking of that, we'll talk about some Bama names and stuff y'all may want to keep an eye on. But
Jim Harbaugh's had a good career.
He built a team, took him a couple of years at Michigan, and
took him a while.
Been at one national championship. It took Saban 4 years, 5 to win a title?
3.
3.
Yeah, no wait. Yeah, 3. He won his third.
8, 9.
8, 9, 10. He won in 9.
Yeah.
Didn't he get there in 7 or 6? No, he got there in 7.
6.
So 3,
7. So he did, he did a good job with that.
Well, I don't think Harbaugh's as good as Saban. I'll just be honest.
Not college ball, no.
But I do think he's good.
But he wanted that locked in on his status to be where, well, if I stay, you got to guarantee me that the NCAA can't come here and shut me down because of these stealing signs of
allegations.
When they won the title, the president or whatever, the NCAA, the joke committee that they are, said there was no asterisk on this national championship, that they're clean.
Okay.
Well, that ought to have been his answer. If he wanted to stay and coach college, then he should have stayed and coached college. But obviously, because of NCAA rules, and people can say, I went over to go back about a week ago. I did a whole spiel on a special show, a bonus show on why Nick Saban left. Inside news. I shared it with everybody. And it has to do with that. And I'm sure it has to do with Jim too leaving. He's sick of the crap.
Right.
You can't, you're rigging it to where teams that win, they're looking for something nearly.
Yeah.
And the other people get by with stuff. We talked about that was high school football. Some teams are allowed to do this, and it's not a big deal. Other teams are punished to the hill.
Mm-hmm.
There's no consistency in NCAA football and the way they do investigations or anything. It's just within – dude, Florida is under investigation. $15,000 was told to be given to a player to come. Florida State, same thing. Roydell Williams, they told him they would pay his taxes for his NIL money. He left Bama, and that's why other kids left. 18 of them wanted to keep all their money.
Mm-hmm.
I've done told the story. You can go back and watch it. Well, that's it. So Florida State's got 2 years scholarship restrictions.
Right.
You cannot call a kid and say, hey, come here, we'll pay you more. It's not how it works. You get to go to the school, and then
that hurts you having scholarship restrictions. I mean, it hurts you bad.
So I think that played. Do you think that played a part in Jim leaving?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. As he did with Saban.
6 games he missed.
Yeah, 6. Did that guy take over? Is he their new coach?
Official. I think it went official yesterday.
Okay. I thought he did a good job.
And
well, I mean, they went 6-0 with him.
Well, but
I think they would have anyway. But the kids, they really seem to like him.
Yeah,
and he's calm. He's cool and calm.
And I like his speech. He's emotional about it, which he's supposed to be. This is a dream job for him.
Yes.
But I'm going to be negative Nelly here. And I think the hire was a knee-jerk reaction and a quick jump to be, we need to do it right now, because if we don't, we're going to lose some portal players, and we're going to get drugged to the gravel like Bama did, and the vultures are going to start circling. And the people that you think your best friends, like Kirby and Sark, will pick your bones dry because they don't care, because it's business. And that's fine, but we're going to remember that come football season, because we played Georgia this year. So there's something coming in line for that.
Did they even look for anybody? Did Michigan?
That's what I'm saying.
Did they even look?
No. And I think they did it. I ain't heard no sports media. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to tell you the truth. I think, well, that ain't the truth. It's my opinion. But it may be a heavily weighed opinion that some people can't say because of sponsors.
Right.
Or somebody wouldn't like it if they said it on ESPN. I think it was a knee-jerk hire to keep the kids from running off, because now they're open. You ain't heard nothing about when he as soon as he left. Have you heard anything about Michigan kids running off or portal or no nothing? Because all their best players were 5th year, 6th year seniors anyway, so they went to the draft.
Like Colson and
all them left.
Corum, and
I think it was just actually a smart move. You ask me. Keeps the kids there. Now we'll go put out a committee. We'll put out a committee and we'll let them. We'll let him coach next year or whatever.
Yeah, give him a couple years, 2 or 3 years. He don't do a good job.
Well, let's put him in next year and say they'll put him on an interim type basis, and he ain't gonna say nothing. They'll pay him. I don't know, pay him $2 million. He loves it. He's getting to do his dream job. Halfway through the season, we found our coach. So we're gonna let you finish the year, and then we're bringing in whoever.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe what they're going to do. Well, so don't be surprised.
Yeah, don't be surprised if he's not the coach long. Because that's a big-time, big-name program that didn't even look for a coach.
Don't be surprised.
Didn't even look for a head coach.
Come January 25 or Christmas this year, if Michigan don't have a new coach. I'm telling you ahead of time. That's probably what they're doing, which is smart.
Just kind of, it is. And he may do well.
He might. But Mike's growing chickens' butts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just wouldn't think they would go with somebody that had never been a head coach before.
It's just a knee-jerk thing that they did to appease some of the people, because now remember what they are at that college. Their president, you remember what they've been through, the Congress and what all the stuff they've said?
Right.
Boy, that's a totally different kind of people. And I have a close friend that lives up there.
Oh, yeah.
He lives there, and I could call him right now, and he would tell you. Yeah, so that may have been a quick hire just to appease some people and keep the kids from leaving. Hey, we're going to keep your coach. Oh, okay, we'll stay and play then. Now we got you here because after spring, heck, I mean, what if after spring you hear, oh, so-and-so back down assistant, Michigan, big blast hire. They hire.
Yeah. They still masking up there?
I don't know.
They would if they could, wouldn't they?
It's a different world, man. But now, college football, Dean, we were kicking around some Alabama stuff, and we'll get off here. Yeah. Alabama football, they don't have a kick or punt returner right now. There's no word on that, which is probably things you need to wait till spring till you see
you
guys play. Here's just some names. Run through these. Kicker, Talty, freshman.
We lost a good
Talty.
one. Mm-hmm.
He's a freshman kicker, so be patient. Hang in there. And then Burnup, he'll be your senior punter this year.
I like him.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. So
he nearly won them that Michigan game with that punt.
Having a good punter. Now, you notice I started with special teams. That's big.
Oh, yeah.
Special teams is where you win big games.
I don't know if he's as good as J.K. Scott was, but he's good.
Probably not, but he's good.
He is.
And those kind of things are ones that win you close games because the talent's so spread out now. This is not old Barry Bryant hoarding up 97 players at Alabama. Those days are over.
Yeah, I'm going to run 10 different backs in a ball game.
That's done.
Yeah.
Milroe, Simpson still on campus, looking to fight for some position. Austin Max, and you got to come in 6'6", 230, big guy, big arm, big player, freshman, 19, 20 years old. I want to see him in spring. Running backs, of course, Jam and Haynes are
they're going to be
probably
the two, right?
Probably be you guys. Wide receivers, Benera, Hale, Law, Henderson, Prentice, and Adams.
Now, I've heard talk that Hale is really special.
Yeah, we've seen him in the.
And we know Prentice is. Prentice has played a lot, but Hale now, I've heard some talk that he's really.
He's got a real chance.
He's the man.
Okay.
Possibly.
Tied in the Oates kid, Otis, Outztz.
Yeah.
Oates.
Yeah.
He'll probably be tied in now. Tackles like Pritchett, guards, Booker, which he'll be the same guy back, Booker, which I give. That's the one I get on all the time. Yeah. Completely misses assignments. Bless his heart. Now he's such a nice kid
this year.
Man, he's a nice kid. He's the one up there standing on the campus just yelling, "Where y'all going? Y'all bunch of sissies. Stay and play. Why are you leaving?"
Yeah.
So hats off to him for doing that. Have a little bit of backbone.
Yeah,
center is a Delcoot kid that's come from Washington that's going to play. There was Offensive Players of the Year. Line won lots of awards. The Brailford kid, he's going to be your other guard, probably be your right guard. And then Roberts to be the other guard. And then tackle will be McVeigh or Bertrand. So that's some of your offense linemen is going to be a little different, and we'll see how it works. And some people are worried that a center, he's a little undersized. He's only 6'3", 290. He's exactly the same size I am.
He'll be all right.
I'm 6'3", 290.
And that could have been some of the problems with McLaughlin. Maybe he was too big to be the center. Is that possible?
Snap the ball, and some of it nearly looked set up. It was only like in key moments of the games.
Yeah, nervousness.
And he took off and run to Ohio State.
Yeah. A lot of people did. Can't believe that's where.
Yeah.
Downs ended up.
Silly.
Mm-hmm. Downs, Judkins.
Yeah.
Howard. McLaughlin.
They're going to be good. And then that Julian Sayin decommitted from Alabama to go to Ohio State. Like, well, I ain't going to get to play at Bama. Well, you're not going to play in front of Howard.
No, but they say he's so good if Howard was to go down that he's better than
their backup.
The guy that was there last year, Kyle McCord.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Supposedly he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. And they got Igbuka back. Not Harrison. Harrison's gone, but they got Igbuka back.
Yeah, I think so. No, I can't remember what happened with him.
I thought
did he go to the draft or?
I thought somebody told me Harrison was gone.
He is gone,
and Igbuka would be back.
Maybe say he was coming back, and then he withdrew, and then went ahead and filled out his letter for. And
he got hurt something this year.
Somebody tell us.
Jeff, is Igbuka Emeka Igbuka back?
What's up, Andy?
That sounded weird. Is Emeka Igbuka back?
Sounded fast 10 times. Now defense. Here's the question marks.
Mm-hmm. Good linebackers out there.
Cornerback wise, Alabama is going to be very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Probably some of the best talent. But losing Caleb Downs, I ain't going to say it because you already know what I'm going to say. I'm just telling you, these dudes they got coming are ballers. They are 5-star, same as Downs, but we've seen Caleb play and we've seen him make mistakes. And he did lead the team in tackles, which is a problem. Mm-hmm. If your guy playing back safety and deep corner, is leading the team in tackles.
Yeah.
I told you that.
A pretty good bit.
About game 3, you said it on here, and I was like, well, that's a problem.
Yeah. I know they played him up some, but he still shouldn't have probably been.
No, man, you're linebacker. So defensively, we're going to be very young. Bama's going to be a young team. Latham and Goodwin be 2 U D-backs. Tackles, my guy, 95, Keenan.
No, he's back. He's tough.
I like him. I pointed him out early in the year. He's very good. Our Payne. It's good also. Tackles looks like Otis and Smith.
Oh, they're back again. They say that's great.
And then linebackers, Overton, Alexander, Core, inside LBs, Lawson, Campbell.
Oh, I think they're fantastic.
Marshall and Jefferson. Use some new names. And then strong side is going to be Robinson and Keeley.
Kelly. I think the linebacking core is fantastic.
This linebacker and your front tackles here, Keenan and Payne, those guys.
Yeah.
And then cornerbacks, Hurley and Jackson. Safeties, Devontae Smith is good. And, of course, Malachi Moore and those guys. And then Hubbard.
I love the inside linebackers, Jahad Campbell and Deontay Lawson.
Your star guys, Mitchell.
You got to have good safeties. Malachi will probably be the team leader. Yeah. He's played for quite a while, too. And won't he be a fifth year?
Yeah, fourth, fifth.
And he's got to a point where he's pretty dang good.
These guys here, man, this D tackle group and some of this right here, and this is the middle. This is the middle of the defense where the rubber meets the road. And
well, that's good.
I mean, these names here: Keenan, Otis, Smith, Alexander, Overton.
Keenan, Otis, and Smith are good. They've been proven.
We'll see our defensive line coach, and you coach Womack, South Alabama head football coach. He's going to be calling defense. Alongside the defense assistant moved up last week, Freddie Roach.
A lot of people are making fun of the coordinator hire. Come on, guys.
Here, let me remind people before we get off, and I'll let you bring it in. Remember this: college football, which high school is going to be that way here in this state pretty soon. Yes, you have to be able to call X's and O's, but you got to have Jimmys and Joes.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, so I think it'd be a wise decision for Coach DeBoer to probably get a guy from in-state that knows everybody.
Yeah.
Do you not think Coach Womack, and he knows him from Indiana, and he's been here in South Alabama a couple of years now.
And he's really turned it around.
Big time. So people around the state, if you keep up with football, then you wouldn't be making fun of the hire. You would say, I think that's a good hire. This guy's been in living rooms with these young people, and he knows them, knows mom and dad. Hey, I'm in Alabama now. Whoa. Okay. It's not a bad hire. Just chill out.
Well, everybody wants a big name.
It ain't, dude.
But how did those big names? Somebody had to take a chance on the big name.
Who knew Nick Saban come from Michigan State and comes to LSU? I remember this. I remember seeing
somebody made fun of that.
Yes, I remember on ESPN them saying, how could the Big Ten style defense ever catch on in the South? He's smart defensive guy, but that defense will never catch on here. He won it. And then left and went to Miami and then picked up a plane and a paycheck from Bear Bryant Jr. and come to Tuscaloosa and won 6.
And we've heard the same thing about Brian Kelly, who's only 20-6.
He won it that first year. He played for the SEC championship.
Yeah.
Dude, y'all, listen. It's about getting players.
Yeah.
You've got to recruit. If you don't recruit, why do you think you moved Freddie up to assistant? That bumped his pay, made him feel good about what he is, because Freddie Roach is Alabama. His blood is crimson, like Martin Houston. Shout out Martin Houston podcast. Follow him, and I share a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad hire. And Martin said the same. I quoted that from him, that it's about recruiting, which is not. I'm not stealing no line from him. Anybody that does this knows. Anybody that knows anything.
Well, I mean,
about sport, you
everybody can't be a bad hire.
You got to be able to recruit kids, and we'll find out. And Grube is the guy that Saban wanted before Reese.
I don't think anybody's going to be talking bad about him much.
Hollywood, Ryan Williams, the 5-star from Saraland that me and you have watched played high school football. Todd, how good is he? Tell them people how good he is.
He's pretty much man playing with boys.
He's a 5-star plus. Look on his report. Rivals has him as 5-star plus. That plus ain't just on there.
He's got more than a 4.0. Like if you're a valedictorian, he's over a valedictorian.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, really.
There's kids that have a 5.0 GPA.
Yes. He's that guy.
He is 5. Dude.
He ran a kickoff back in the state championship, and he just bounced it to the right. And was
Clay Chalville.
Yeah.
Which their quarterback, Macumba.
Who's not as good as Ryan Williams.
No, but he's going to be a defense.
That's how good Ryan Williams is.
They're equal. They're equal talent. They're both 5-star guys. Now Macumba is going to be his buddy at Alabama because he's going to be playing corner right here. I didn't mention his name because he's a freshman on there. He's going to play. In some of those packages, you'll see some star or nickel or different looks. You'll hear Macumba out there playing. And Williams for wide receiver, I didn't put him out there because he ain't even in high school yet.
He may even be.
Y'all chill out on people's going to hit my comments and say, you didn't have those. Well, they're not even Alabama yet. Just calm down.
He may be like a Julio Jones.
They've compared him to him. The way he picks his feet up and the way he moves downfield.
Maury Cooper. Just immediate impact.
Let's go back, and then we're going to watch the second quarter of the game.
Then. Not Lyerly. The Lions.
Lyerly playing trying tonight.
Lions and 49ers.
What was Saban's big splash when he come on as what recruit? Do you remember him like, whoa, this guy?
Well, it was the first one was Julio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeBoer's first big splash.
Ryan Williams. And Julio caught 58 passes as a freshman. I read that the other day.
And he's considered not even one of the best players at Alabama on the top 20 list.
He got him. He played on his second team.
He's in the top 20, but he wouldn't. They had Devontae Smith number one. I didn't agree with that list. It come from somewhere.
No, Julio's the best.
They had Devontae Smith.
Well, I mean, he did win the Heisman, but as far as build up and everything, it's got to be Julio. As far as build up and, I mean, this guy, hey, this is the second coming of Jerry Rice here,
Yeah.
Man, not take nothing away from Macumba. I'm just saying he's going to be great too. But this Ryan Williams, guys,
Macumba, he'll be on defense. He's
going
to be
a 10 player in the country.
He'll be running balls down.
Yeah,
he's going to be a Caleb Downs. Is he going to be just like him? I don't know, but I've watched them both play, and boy, they sure are a lot alike in their high school plays because we watched him play at Sandy Creek. His dad know them and that story. And if you don't want to roll the tide, then you know what? You just got to move on. He want to go get a bigger check, and he didn't want to follow his coach because T-Rob's at Georgia. So that was all crap.
And he'll be great up there.
He'll do a good job. And
he'll be playing in a lot of cold weather.
Jeff, you stink eyes, the old Buckeyes, they should. We picked them to win it this year. Are we going to pick them to win it again?
Probably.
They're going to have some good football players.
I don't know what Georgia's got back.
Everybody.
I don't think I can pick Alabama with all good conscience right now.
Yeah, I mean, somebody had an up or down. They went through it. They talked about the players. Guys, if you're expecting them to make a semifinal run, I would say that's a little overhyping. But to say they won't make a playoff is underhyping.
Yeah.
Can they win 10?
Well, and then I may be missing something here, and this is the last thing I'll say, and I probably am, but apparently Tennessee's supposed to be very good next year because I've had 3 people say, y'all got to go to Tennessee next year. And I'm like, so? Is Tennessee supposed to be really, really good?
The quarterback I splashed on last summer, I don't know how he didn't get to play then. Nico's good.
Okay.
I
did hear that their best receiver was coming back.
Yes.
Not Squirrel, the other one that got hurt.
He's back, and they got a quarterback in Zingit, and it's the game's at Tennessee. It's be DeBoer's first time ever at Neyland Stadium.
So they're not just talking trash; they're serious.
110,000. I could go along with that. It's not a marked win like Alabama, Tennessee. I'm gonna go Bama. It would be more like, I need to think about that.
Okay. I just thought I didn't.
Because of Nico, that's probably why the same reason it's the quarterback, man. He's good.
Nava Lava.
Yes.
That's how I'm.
That's good. I'll roll with that.
Nibba Lava.
Yeah.
Nava Lava, I think. It's cool.
Mr. Lava. Mr. Bombastic.
He's good, huh?
He is very good. Watched him play Elite 11 out west too. And we're talking about, he's in that class with Ewers back when he was a year behind them, I think.
Yeah, you went on about him. You actually thought he would be Milton out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't know the playbook. And that's okay. You can't just jump in.
You made that comment more than once that you didn't know if Milton would even be their quarterback.
I think Nico's great. So we'll just have to see, and we'll start going through schedules after March Madness, like April, May. We'll start every week. Yeah. We'll get into all 16 SEC because Oklahoma and Texas are part of that now.
Well, when everything shakes out after spring, everybody will have to get where they're going, right?
Well, it's closed now, but yeah, during spring there'll be kids coming on campus.
But it'll be open again right after spring football's over, right?
I don't know.
I think it did last year for a couple of weeks
because they'll change it.
And
like they did, they'll change it.
So we really can't do nothing until it's set. We don't know. You go talk about.
Well, the kids are leaving. Some of these kids may want to come to spring and see DeBoer, his play style.
I mean, I like
because it's going to be flying the ball all over the place. But he's going to have to lock in these cornerbacks. These defensive guys have got to get locked in. They're going to be young. They're going to be good. I think we're going to be okay up front. But these corners are going to get thrown on. They're going to get exposed, and Bama's going to lose some games because they got caught with their britches down. Well, it happened this year.
Yeah.
And look who we had. With Downs there, we got caught with our britches down a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So imagine some kids in there that's
2 great corners.
just like him, freshmen.
Arnold and Kool-Aid. We're good.
Yeah,
very good.
Experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Kool-Aid been there forever.
No, he's gone. He's draft.
Yeah. So
he would have never transferred anyway. So
all right, let's go watch NFL. What else you got?
I've done go Lions. I like the 49ers, but if you can't, you got to pull for the Lions, guys.
Congrats, Cody Rhodes winning the Royal Rumble last night. He'll get Roman Reigns at WrestleMania in April. Looking forward to that. Some wrestling people.
Oh, wrestling. Oh, yeah. A lot of people still watch wrestling.
Yeah, I watch this. I watch the events, the bigger ones. So.
Yeah.
And it's a $5 billion deal.
Nobody watches NASCAR anymore.
No, not really. For WWE, they're going to Netflix every Monday night starting next January.
No.
You know, it used to be on USA.
Yes.
Netflix, $5 billion.
Ooh.
Pay WWE. $5 billion?
There's still plenty of people watching.
When we take the locker room here, sports talk show, Netflix, $5 billion. We're done. We're off YouTube. But Matt, your audience will be gone. For $5 billion, I can go pay my audience people to have Netflix to watch us.
Y'all come on right after Dahmer.
I think we can do a deal for $5 billion. I would do a deal for $50,000.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 50,000. Netflix.
Locker Room Sports Talk live Sunday night.
I do like the idea of Netflix. You just go watch whatever you want, whenever you want.
It's better now. It used to, when it first come out, it wasn't.
Their
old
limited
movies.
Series are great.
See, they've added this new stuff,
and the documentaries are fantastic.
This new stuff they've added in the past 2-3 years.
I'm not crazy about the movies, but so what?
Since the virus time we went through, they added some stuff. They're better.
Yeah,
but it's like it was. I remember when it's $5 a month.
What is it now? 14?
15. Yeah. 15. I don't know.
Probably worth it though, isn't it?
I don't have it, but
it was worth the 10.
Yeah, and it starts getting higher, and you're like, you start weighing out that. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you got.
I don't know about 15 a month.
You got to be.
I pay. It's $25 a month to run this StreamYard, run this show.
Oh,
it's $25 a month to run StreamYard, just to have the license and stuff, so I can put these graphics up. Let's show you this other one on here. I'll let everybody look at it. We'll get on. Overlays. Look at this one here. Bam.
Let's see what this. Does
that look any better? Anybody? Comments?
I'm looking at this.
I'll leave. Oh, crap. Quick. I hit the wrong button. I'll leave it up there. It's got our hashtag LRST, Locker Room Sports Talk. And you can find me on Twitter at Big Matt 1977, 2 G's. All right, that's it for the locker room.
Sorry, y'all.
Big Matt and Diamond Dean will be back next week, show 221, and we'll have some more college action, and we'll talk about this game here.
Lions are winning 7-0.
7-0. Let's get in there and do it. All right, guys, y'all have a great week.
Yeah, good week. Last week of regular season basketball, and should be starting the tournament.
Be cold.
Yeah.
Be cold again this week.
Should be starting the tournaments. Area tournaments.
Down freezing again, I think, tomorrow night again. So grab your jacket in the morning. Y'all have a great week, and God bless you. And come back next week. Tell a friend, man. We're trying to get to 500, Dean, on Facebook. It'll put us in a whole other category. We're like 90 away.
Man, we'll get there.
Get 90 more subscriptions. Thank all you other 410 that have subscribed. We do appreciate it. And Applecast, iHeartRadio, God, we're glad y'all are back. I'm sure y'all are glad y'all found us back on there on your regular listening list. 221 next week.
221.
I'll never catch the Simpsons, but we're going to pass Andy Griffith.
We're going to get Andy Griffith. We got 29 more. 249. I saw that the other day.
This summer. About what time we'll hit a good stride this summer because football will be
We've passed MASH, Seinfeld. I didn't say on popularity. That's on number of shows.
We're way better.
Andy Griffith. Those are like the top 3. And besides the Simpsons.
Well, they got 800 million seasons.
Yeah, and the Gunsmoke 635. That'll be our next go. I didn't know. And my uncle swears he saw all 600 of them.
He probably did.
That's a lot.
I'm telling you, them old people, man, they locked in. I bet Mama did. They love that stuff. I
I
did
said,
too.
there's
It's
no
good.
way you saw all 6. He goes, I've saw
They've been
all
alive a long
600.
time. You talk to somebody that's like 70 years old.
Yeah.
That's a lot of blinking time. All right, guys. Y'all have a good week. See y'all.